Welcome students. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As per was important a question regarding 11th class. चूँकि क्या मुनीरा पढ़ान अत पर discovery about munirans, that's bacteria, then bacterial shape, then flagellation about bacteria, bacterial cell structure, then also discuss about bacterial staining, or you can say gram staining. As per was back important topic, how bacteria obtain their nutrients from inorganic raw materials, or how bacteria obtain their nutrition, that is bacterial nutrition. And on the basis of nutrition, bacteria are divided into two types. One is called as autotrophic bacteria and second type is called as heterotrophic bacteria. Inshallah, with the help of representation, with the help of schematic representation, I will try my level best to understand these concepts in a sequential way. First we take bacterial nutrition. Bacterial nutrition. Allah Ta'ala ch pret kans organismus yus ti kainats mans chu panne andaz food hasil karnuk tariq thomut. Bacterium ch ak tariq rogan thomut food hasil karnuk khatra tach was bacterial nutrition. The bacterium ch zu qism. One type is called as autotrophic bacteria. Autotrophic nutrition, also nutrition yet must bacteria pan food pane manufactures karan. It is that type of nutrition in which bacteria synthesize their food by themselves. Synthesize their food by themselves. And bacteria use either ammonia or they use hydrogen sulfide or sulfur, or hydrogen as a source of hydrogen as reducing power, as a source of hydrogen in order to reduce carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. And autotrophic bacteria are further divided into two types. First, we have photoautotrophs. Or we can say photosynthetic bacteria. These are those bacteria which synthesize their food in presence of sunlight, because these bacteria possess special type of chlorophylls for harvesting solar energy, that is bacteriochlorophyll, and second type bacterioviridian. Or some people call it as bacteriophyophytin. Bacteriophyo, P-H-E-O-P-H-Y-T-I-N, phyophytin. And this type of bacteria, special type of chlorophylls are present, that is bacteriochlorophyll and bacterioviridian or bacteriophyophytin. And with the help of these chlorophyll molecules, it can harvest solar energy and reduce carbon dioxide into carbohydrates, like this carbon dioxide plus they use either ammonia, hydrogen sulfide or hydrogen as reducing power. For example, in case of H2S, in presence of sunlight and in presence of chlorophyll molecules, chlorophylls, that is bacteriochlorophyll and bacterioviridian, it form sugars plus it form also sulfur plus water. But second type of bacteria, we call them as chemosynthetic bacteria, CHEMOSYNTHETIC, chemosynthetic bacteria is again a type of autotrophic bacteria, but in this case they prepare their organic food from inorganic raw material, using energy obtained from the liberation of their oxidation. They use the energy that is liberated from oxidation as a source of energy, so as to form ATP, adenosine triphosphate, as energy source. And chemosynthetic bacteria are further divided into three types depending upon the chemical used. First type you have nitrifying bacteria. They use either ammonia. They use ammonia as inorganic raw material. Like this, ammonia undergo oxidation to form nitrates, nitrites plus water plus energy. That means you have a nitrifying bacteria here, that is Nitrosomonas. Nitrosomonas are second Nitrobacter. It's a two-step reaction. First, Nitrosomonas acts on, it carries the oxidation of ammonia. First it forms nitrites, then nitrites again gets converted into nitrates with the help of this second bacteria, that is Nitrobacter. And nitrate form is the form that can easily uptaken by the plant as a source of nitrogen, and can also taken by other living organisms as a source of nitrogen. And in this case, energy is liberated. That energy is utilized by the bacteria as a source of their energy in order to form organic food. Second, that is sulfur bacteria. Sulfur bacteria. In this case, what happens? They derive energy by oxidizing hydrogen sulfide to sulfur. They derive energy by oxidizing hydrogen sulfide to sulfur. Plus you have the bacteria called as Vegeta, Veggiatoa. Bacteria is Vegeta, wherein hydrogen sulfide gets oxidized to form sulfur and plus energy. This energy is utilized by the bacteria for the production of ATP. Third type you have called as iron bacteria. Third type of bacteria, that's called as iron bacteria. In this case, what happens? Bacteria like Ferrobacillus, it carries the oxidation of ferrous form of iron into ferric form. That means Fe2 positive gets oxidized to form Fe3 positive plus energy. This energy utilized by the Ferrobacillus so as to form adenosine triphosphate. Then these are three types of chemostatic bacteria: nitrifying bacteria, second sulfur bacteria, and third one is iron bacteria. Then second type of this is, first you have autotrophic bacteria, that is divided into photosynthetic bacteria and chemosynthetic bacteria. Then second type you have heterotrophic bacteria. These are those bacteria which are dependent on others, which are dependent on hosts for their nutritional requirement. And on the basis of host, heterotrophs are divided into three types. A, saprophytes, saprophytic bacteria or saprophytes. These are those bacteria which grow on dead organic matter. They secrete enzymes which break complex organic food into simpler substance. And these simpler substances are in turn absorbed by the bacteria. Then second type is you have parasitic bacteria. These are those bacteria which attacks the host and derive nutrition from the host. For example, you have a bacteria called as Clostridium tetani. It is a bacteria that causes tetanus. it attacks the human beings and derives its nutrition requirement from the host. Second, you have another bacteria called as Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi is a bacteria that causes typhoid in human beings. Again, parasitic bacteria. And third, you have a bacteria called as Streptococcus. Streptococcus pneumoniae. Pneumoniae. It is a bacteria that causes pneumonia in human beings. And this bacteria also derives its nutrition from the host. And another type of bacteria that's called as third type, you have symbiotic bacteria. Symbiotes. These are those bacteria which form mutual association, with other organisms, and in this association both organisms are equally benefited. For example, E. coli. It's a bacteria. It inhabits in the alimentary canal of human beings. It resides in the alimentary canal of human beings, especially colon, where this bacteria synthesizes vitamin K as well as vitamin B complex. And in turn, bacteria gets shelter from the host. It gets shelter from the host, and host gets vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin B complex. And another type of bacterial symbiotic association that is found in case of plants is bacteria called as Rhizobium, Rhizobi. Rhizobium. It is found in the root nodules of. These are small balloon-like structures which are present in the roots of leguminous plants. Like you have pea, you have gram, sisal. In these plants, Rhizobium, it takes the shelter, but in turn this Rhizobium has a ability to fix soil atmospheric nitrogen. It can fix nitrogen with the help of a process called as nitrogen fixation. Where in this molecular nitrogen is converted into ammonia. And ammonia is a form of nitrogen which can be easily taken up by the plants as a source of nitrogen. And this ammonia is formed only because of this Rhizobium bacteria. That means plant also has a benefit in the form of ammonia, and Rhizobium also has a benefit in the form of shelter. Then in this association, both the partners are equally benefited. Such association is called symbiosis, and the bacteria showing symbiosis are called as symbiotic bacteria. Inshallah, with the help of a diagram, I will make this whole very easy and simple. Like this, you have that is bacterial nutrition. is divided into two types. One is autotrophic bacteria, and second type is heterotrophic bacteria. Then autotrophic further divided into two types on the basis of chemical usage. That is on the basis of source usage. It may be either photosynthetic or it may be chemosynthetic. And on the basis of chemical usage, it's again divided into three types. Number one, nitrifying bacteria. Number two, sulfur bacteria. And third one is iron bacteria. Examples include Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter. Examples include Thiobacillus, Vegeta, etc. Iron bacteria include Ferrobacillus. Then second type, heterotrophic bacteria, it is divided into three types. First type you have saprophytic. Examples include Bacillus mucoides, Pseudomonas. And second type you have parasitic one. Parasitic bacteria. Examples include, like you have a Clostridium tetani. You have Salmonella typhi. Etc. Then last type is you have symbiotic bacteria. Examples E. coli, Escherichia coli, and Rhizobium, etc. Is the simple representation about the bacterial nutrition. Inshallah, I hope you understand the topic very nicely. Inshallah, next time we will come with another topic. Till then, good day. Have a good night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.